104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It is Thursday, November the 14th of 2024.
That was impressive, guys.
Little pep in your step.
I gotta wake it up, baby.
You were both like synced on that.
Well, 6 o'clock on the dot after the Nutcracker Market preview party. I gotta fake it till I make it.
Yeah.
I gotta fake it till I make it, friends.
Well, you ladies can tell me about it.
Oh my God! Last night, what time did you leave, Sam?
I know,
Wait, let me set it off with the 6 o'clockers.
Yeah.
Here we are in our own world. Last
I know.
night at Energy Center, the Nutcracker Market had a preview party that happens every year on the Wednesday night, and it is exactly what it sounds like. It is maybe 1/10 of the amount of people that are going to go into Energy Center to shop are in there. The ticket is extra stepped up because there's free food, drinks, hot chocolate, coffee, teas, dessert, cake, balls, creme brulees, all throughout the entire venue while you shop and you have fun. It starts at 6:30.
Yes.
What time did you, and it goes till 10. What time did you leave?
I left. I want to say I probably got my car around 9:30.
But did you get there right on time?
No.
Like right when it started?
No.
It's so hard to get in on time because the valet is crazy.
Oh my gosh. I feel like this was the slowest valet I have ever seen in my life. I think it took us like 30 minutes to get out of our car.
Man.
Because I went
This
with
is a
my
first
best friend
world problem,
Jules.
by the way.
I know. I get that.
Slowest valet I've ever dealt with.
Hold on, you know why this is not a first world problem?
It's so
You don't have a
frustrating,
choice
Ryan.
but to valet at this thing.
Yeah, it's your only option.
Everything
Yes.
is a valet.
Gotcha.
So the line was going all the way down to Kirby.
Yeah,
for valet.
It was
Ooh, that doesn't sound fun.
That's what I'm saying. It was so slow. Like normally in the years past, I feel like they're pretty quick.
Yeah.
But I felt like we were crawling and you're already excited. You're like,
Right.
okay, like let's get it going. We're right here. I can see everybody through the windows and I'm
Yes.
just like stuck in my car. What time did you get there? You got there early, right?
Well, here's
preview.
I was going to preview, and my goal was to get there at 5:30. I didn't have to be there till 5:45. So I almost never Uber, guys. I almost never Uber. So
Yeah.
for somebody who almost never uses Uber, listen to this. I pre-booked the Uber to come to my house at 4:35 p.m. Mm-hmm. So, they tell you it's on its way and you can watch the car show up and it
Yes.
says it's here. So I go outside and the guy has like a mini SUV, whatever. And I hear this noise and he has this pump going from his dash into his tire. And he has a flat tire in front of my driveway.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a bummer.
And then I go,
yeah,
oh
I'll
my
be passing.
God, you have a flat tire? And he's like, he didn't speak any English. And so he was just like, kind of hand motioning, sorry. And
Yeah,
he kept
yeah,
pointing
yeah.
at his tire. And I go, okay,
Can you cancel
so I
me?
can't.
You
I'm
can,
not
but
gonna
it
get in
messes
that.
up your, your
That's what
rating.
I'm saying. Like he should have canceled her and
Well,
been like, let me
listen-
book you a new one.
Yes,
Yeah.
because he kept insisting, from what I could gather, don't worry, I'm going to fill this tire with air and we're going to go. And I was like, I'm not getting in that car to go on 610, to go on 59, to go wherever freeway you're going to take. No, I'm going to just get another car. And I was like so stressed out because now, okay, it's like 4:40, 4:45. And I said, okay, I'm going to cancel it. I go back inside my house. My mom is there to watch my kids. And I go, oh my God, Mom, the car has a flat tire. She goes, what? And then at first I go, Mom, can I just drive and you go with me in your car and then I'll just jump out of the car and you come back home? And she goes, no, I'm not going to bring all the kids down there in this traffic. And I was like, okay, let me call another Uber. This guy had not canceled me, and Uber will not let you double book. You
Yeah.
cannot. It kept
Oh,
canceling.
you can't have two Ubers at
You
once
cannot.
overlapping.
You cannot.
Okay.
So then I changed it to my neighbor's address. And I was like, just pick me up at my neighbor's house. It kept saying you cannot
Yeah, because
coincide.
you already have a.
Oh, that's when you get Lyft.
So I went back outside, and then I said, sir, you have got to cancel me.
Yes.
And he kept saying, I'm sorry, no habla inglés. And I'm thinking, okay, my Spanish is not good
I thought
enough
they
for
have
me to
to be
understand
able to
this.
speak some language, some English.
So then he opens his phone to an talk-to-text app, and I say to him in English to his Spanish translator, please can you cancel me so I can call another one? It won't let me get another car. So then he looks at that, and then he just hands me his phone. So I can do it for him,
Okay.
the
Yeah,
cancellation.
yeah.
You know
And
how
I was
to
like,
do
okay,
it?
I don't know. He opened it and he just wanted, but it was all in Spanish. And I was like, God, I really hope I'm canceling this right.
That's true. It's like
Wait
how
a
you spell
second.
cancel.
I just paid his mortgage.
Yeah. So the next Uber, when I called the next Uber, y'all, I didn't get picked up till 5:05.
Yeah, that sucks.
5:05, I got picked
sucks.
up. I got dropped off at 6:10.
So it took an hour and 5
6.
minutes?
6.
Okay.
Took on
55 minutes
yes,
then.
55 minutes in the traffic. And then we go in the main driveway where you went, Sam,
Yes.
and they're like, no, Uber has to go to entrance 10. I go, oh my God, just get me out of here.
Yes.
I gotta get
You're
in
like,
there.
I'm going to walk at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
got
can
in
you do
there
that?
with
Can you
20
just say,
You can.
excuse me, and just get out the back door and just walk?
I've never had that
Yeah,
happen ever or
but-
heard of anybody having a flat tire Uber show up.
That's so frustrating.
Isn't it crazy?
That
I
is
could
very
ask my
frustrating.
brother. My brother, Doug, does this. He just loves to drive, so he started Ubering. And oh my God, y'all, the stories that I hear, the things that he witnesses.
Well, I'm sure.
I would
We can have a
love to
whole
get my
conversation.
brother just on the air one morning and fire away. He has got some insane stories.
Well, I ended up getting in there and I just started ripping through there as fast as I could.
I know, because I
wanted-
didn't even get to see you.
No, and y'all, I didn't see Eric till like 9:30.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
'cause I
Because I
kept
figured you were
texting.
so
Well, it's
busy.
a
Yeah.
big sprawling
Well, it
setup.
is, and I was trying to just I was
What
like
aisle
zooming
are you
up and
in?
back and down to see what's new, what's new. I saw a couple of there's a store from Fredericksburg that's brand new. There's some people from Mississippi that are brand new. They have like pickles and okra and peppers and
Oh, how funny.
and,
I missed
like
them.
pickled garlic. They have a pretty big
Ooh,
display.
sign
in the
me up.
back.
I love my pickles.
So I
Yeah.
was just trying to get my eyeballs on something that I didn't see before because we're broadcasting live on Friday, Houston. So
Tomorrow morning.
if you've never been to the Nutcracker market, you kind of live it through us. If you can't for whatever reason or just not in your wheelhouse, but it is a really fantastic experience because it's hundreds of retailers from all over the country that have lots of clothes. I got this cute little Thanksgiving shirt. Do
Oh,
you
yeah,
like
you're
my-
Oh, that
so
is cute.
Instagram it.
festive.
I'm so
I, of course,
festive.
got dip that Eric always talks
Did you
about.
get the dip?
Yes, Jules is like, we're not doing it. She's like, I still have 2 packets from last year. I was like, Jules, my mom is coming into town. My mom is
Do you
coming
bring your own
Tuesday.
chips just to be...
No, so the gentleman gives you like a
No, I
pretzel
know.
stick, and then he just puts it in there. But I was like, can I know I've tried all of them, but I was like, can I just try this one?
One of the
I,
things...
You look
I
so,
walked
like,
right
desperate,
by
like,
him, Sam, because I knew
please.
I would never leave him if I started dipping his dish.
And you have to buy 5. It's 5 for $25.
Oh, of
I'm
course
like,
you're gonna do
you
that.
can't like buy 3. That's
course.
ridiculous.
Okay.
Yes.
One of the things that you've got to remind everybody every single year, this might be an instance where you want to call your credit card company and notify because these
Yeah.
vendors are from all over the United
Yeah, like I
States
said,
of
you're going to
America.
be shopping in Fredericksburg, then you'll be shopping in Mississippi, then you'll be shopping in
You're gonna get flagged.
Atlanta or someplace in Georgia. So I feel like if you're going to make it out to the Nutcracker market, absolutely wear, I've always said this, comfortable shoes. But, yesterday I was wearing like sparkle tennis shoes, and we had a pretty long day yesterday, and I wore the same shoes all day. And I don't know if it's because I was already sleep deprived. I don't know what happened, but when I got home, I felt so broken. I felt so broken last night. I did not sleep well at all. And I kept like pressing on like my hip bone or my quad muscle. I was like, what is the deal? Like, I also here's some advice. Stretch before you go to the Nutcracker market because you are walking a lot. And they had really festive drinks. They have all these themed drinks. You try any of them?
Yes.
I tried the Cozy by the Fire something with Maker's Mark. Man, that thing turned me
So
upside
stupid
down.
question. Do they have them then throughout?
Yeah.
Okay.
For the whole weekend, they're
For
going
the
to have
whole
these
weekend.
themed
Okay,
drinks.
I wasn't sure if it was just a preview party
No,
or
these are
what
themed
exactly.
drinks.
Okay.
Yeah, you can buy these
definitely
drinks.
a little pricey. But
I didn't see a price because they came with the tickets.
Oh, okay. You get free drink tickets.
You get drink tickets and valet with this preview party ticket.
Yeah, that's
And
why
the preview
party
party
is nice.
ticket, for anybody who went for the first time last night, do not throw away your tickets.
No.
Because that ticket gets you in the entire weekend. That's why that ticket
Now,
is so
can the
expensive.
general public buy tickets
Yes.
for, like, say, for next year? Can they buy
Right.
a ticket to the preview party?
100%.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you
Yeah.
can use
So
it throughout
anybody
the
can buy
days.
those?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can
Oh,
go
yeah,
for all
yeah,
4 days. And here's another little 6 o'clocker secret Tria Trust tip.
Mm-hmm.
If you wait until like 1 o'clock on Sunday and you hit that market, by 3 o'clock, because it closes at 5, by 3 o'clock, some of those vendors are like,
Everything, let's go.
we made our money and we're
Yes.
just going to have
Yeah.
some festive beverages. And how much you want
Greatly
this? Two for
discounted.
20?
Less stuff they have to pack up.
Dude, I found some cups last night. If you saw my Instagram, I've never bought cups at Nutcracker. I did not understand the phenomenon.
Like disposable cups?
Styrofoam cups
Okay.
Yes.
that have themes.
You bought some, or you were just?
Do you know
looking at
why I
them?
bought 6 sleeves of 25?
Shut up.
6 sleeves of 25 because they were $5 a sleeve, Sam.
Whoa. See, that's a good deal. And
25 styrofoam
What was
cups
your
for
little message on it?
$5. One just says Merry Christmas.
Oh, okay.
One says Merry Christmas, y'all. And I asked her, why are these $5? Because they're usually like 12 or 18.
Yeah,
Because there's
they're-
just a lot of cups that are way
right.
more than that.
She has so many.
So many. And she said because, it said Christmas Waterford. You know, Waterford is crystal. Have you ever seen that on a styrofoam cup?
No.
Thanksgiving Waterford or Christmas Waterford is like a joke because it's styrofoam. It's not classy.
Got it.
But
Okay.
Waterford is crystal. So it says Christmas Waterford. She goes, when we ordered it, we wanted it in red or green, and they printed in brown. Thanksgiving, but it says Christmas Waterford. I go, I don't care. I'm buying these.
Right, because you're going to throw them away.
Right.
Like, you don't keep these cups. They're not like the hard plastic ones. They're
Right, and
just
they do have some hard plastic ones there too. They're more expensive, of course, average price. But here's what I learned yesterday by going
cute.
really early, and I'll do this through the hours because I know not all the 6 o'clockers are going to be sticking around, and 8 o'clockers are going to miss this. I really did have enough time to go to a couple different vendors that had really cute sweatshirts, and I could compare them. Like the first vendor I hit,
that's what I did too. Yes.
the first vendor I hit had a really amazing sweatshirt for $67. Oh, that's $67.
Wow, that's a lot of money. $67
Well, 'cause
for
they're
a
all, like,
sweatshirt?
bedazzled and
I feel like
some
that
of them are
was
in the 200s.
average. I feel like
Yes.
that
Oh
is
my
like
God.
average, Ryan. The cheapest
yes.
I found was $42 for a
Yes.
sweatshirt. That
Oh, man. Go to
I
Target
wanted.
or something. You can get like...
It's the
It's different.
experience.
No, it's
and
Christmas.
the quality and I don't know. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not. You can't get this at Target. They're not selling these at Target.
Okay.
This is Nutcracker Market, like exclusive stuff. Like you'll find it maybe in some of these little boutique shops around Houston, but since you're in that place and it's all in the one spot, the same sweatshirt that was $67 at one place was $47 at the other place. And I said, see, I would have never known
now,
that.
do you confront the people and say,
No,
by the way, people over at booth number 203 are $20 cheaper than you?
It's the only instance I saw of that though. And there are some really good deals. I thought, wow, this shirt's actually cheaper here than where I saw it in the store when I originally saw it in Houston. So it's just if you have time, like some people go for the whole day. 8:30 a.m. is early bird and it closes at 8 tonight. There will be women there all those hours.
I can't.
Rolla, do you ever haggle?
Anxiety.
Do you haggle?
You do not haggle at Nutcracker Market.
I
You do not
tried,
haggle,
and they
unless
were
it's
like,
Sunday.
Yeah, they were like, nah, it's too early. I was like, hey, I might as well ask. All you can say is no.
What was your haggle question?
Jules and I bought purses.
Oh, really?
We bought like matching
So
purses.
you were trying to get a deal because y'all both
Yeah,
were
because I was
buying
like,
one?
we're both buying one, so can't you cut it off like $25-$50?
And did they?
No, they didn't.
Oh, actually, coming up next in Scoop, there was a Shark Tank vendor. A vendor from Nutcracker Market ended up on Shark Tank. And there's a haggle embarrassment story about that one I'm going to share with you guys next. Here's your weather for today.
It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Sunshine with a high of only 76. Right now, 57 degrees and 612 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Hollywood to H-Town
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
on KRBE.
All right, it's brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas. And don't forget, 4 more chances today to become a finalist for the Billie Eilish Hit Me Hard and Soft tour in Los Angeles. We want to send you to that show. She's not coming here, so we're going to send you there. It's a trip for 2 to LA, including a 2-night stay and 2 tickets to her concert at Kia Forum on December 16th. 4 chances a day, 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and 5 o'clock for you to get that keyword to send in, and maybe you'll win that trip. Okay, on text at 37530, one person is asking about our live broadcast tomorrow at the Nutcracker Market. Well, like, can we, they have the tickets to go in at 10 when it opens to the general public because early bird starts at 8:30, and they're asking, can they come in and see where we are like around 9? Yes, 100%. You can do that. If we have general admission tickets to get in at 10, but we want to watch y'all live, is that possible? Yes, it is, because we are going to be in the concourse of Energy Center. We are not going to be through the threshold admission doors of the market. So when you're in the concourse and you walk in, before you get into the market, you're
That
going to
big
find
hallway.
us. You're going to see us. Like, think rodeo, right? Before you go into where the vendors are, there's all those food booths in the concourse of Energy Center. Like, that's the area we're going to be. Oh, and by the way, you know what was new this year in the concourse? The mattress people got a hold of the Nutcrackers. You know, there's always mattresses for sale at the rodeo.
They're having mattresses at this?
I totally must have missed it.
Not in the market, in the concourse.
Yeah.
There's this huge display with candy canes. It's all these beds. They're selling beds at the Nutcracker Market.
I mean, hey.
So do they deliver or
well,
you
it's the
go
same thing as the rodeo. Like,
pull
who
your
bought a bed at
truck
the
up
rodeo?
and-
No, I'm
it's
sure it's the
delivery.
same.
throw a mattress in the
Delivery.
back?
I'm sure you can like pre-order it and then they'll deliver it.
Just like at the rodeo. Like, who bought a
Okay.
hot tub at the rodeo? Who bought a mattress at the rodeo? I always wonder who. And we've asked that question on the air, and people have called us. I bought one because I was drunk and it felt so good. I was so tired. Okay, so there are a lot of different vendors. Like I said, if you're new to Houston, or maybe you're a longtime Houstonian, you've just never been to this thing, or maybe you like to live vicariously through us, or maybe you're like, okay, can we stop talking about shopping now? No, this is the biggest thing in the
Let us
city
have
for
this
the
moment.
weekend. And there are a lot of different vendors. There was a lady, I don't know what state she was from, y'all. I think they were from Georgia. And her item was cake. It was homemade cakes. They were called daisy cakes. And You know how like
Daisy
Bunt,
cakes.
nothing. What's the Bunt Cakes?
Nothing Bunt cake.
Nothing But Cake has a booth there, and they give samples. I mean, samples galore at this market. And so she had these 4-layer cakes, and they're nothing like fat 4-layer cakes like you see Pro.
I'm
right?
looking at them right now.
Is she still in? I thought she went out of business. Is she
Nah,
still in
Daisy
business?
Cakes as seen on Shark Tank.
Okay, yeah. So she's there before she's on Shark Tank, and she's selling these cakes on preview night. That's where I found her. 2 for $70. And I'm like,
What?
wow, that's a lot for these 2 cakes. And they don't look very fat. You know what I mean? Like, they're not like really thick cakes. And so she had samples, and they looked pretty good. And I was like, okay, these homemade cakes. And she'd tell you how you can freeze them, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I get 2 cakes. And, you know, we're doing our shopping, whatever. The next
How many
day,
cake? Like when you say you buy a cake, how many people will this feed?
it's like a birthday cake. I mean, you
Okay.
can, depending on how you cut it.
Because I'm looking at them, they don't look that big, and they're really expensive.
They're not. You know our listener Jamie, who makes those really.
She is
delicious,
amazing. What a great baker. I've hired
Yeah.
her.
She's one of our listeners, Sam, who came in here, and we met her for the first time when she just did a pencil sketch of my father after he passed away. That pencil sketch was so realistic. I have it all over the kitchen at
Sam,
Christie's.
she is like
Amazing.
one of the greatest artists I've ever met.
She's so good. It was like freehand. So she also makes cakes. And so she had made us a cake. And it's like a really good, like pro cake, like Nadine Moon, who made the cake, like a pro cake. These cakes are just, hey, Sam and I were having some drinks and I decided to bake a cake. And it was a little flat. And it was like, it was not that big. And I was like,
just
2
like
for
a little
$70.
at-home Betty Crocker.
Right. And it was good, but I wasn't like bowled over by it. Okay, so we get the 2 cakes and we think, like, it's fine. I go back 2 days later and she's got the cakes 2 for like $40 or something, or $45, something. She had totally drastically dropped her cake price. And I go, oh my God, I could have gotten a 3rd cake for free for the price I paid for 2 days ago. And she's like, what? I go, I was here on the first night. I paid you $70 for those 2 cakes.
And
now it's 3 cakes for $70. So do I get an extra cake?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I cannot give you an extra cake. And I was like, I'd buy 2 more, I guess, if you sell them to me. If you give me 1 for free, I'll buy another one.
Just give me 1 for free.
And she's like looking at me so offended, like, how dare I try to haggle? Then they end up on Shark Tank, and she's talking about Nutcracker Market to the sharks.
great.
And this is and this is the Shark Tank before you had to have like $3 million in sales. Now the Shark Tank people already have millions of dollars in sales. You know, Shark Tank started out with, hey, Sam and I are just 2 friends that bedazzle sweatshirts.
And they could turn it into something.
We've sold, 45 sweatshirts, but we really need some money so we can get this thing going. Now Shark Tank is like, all right, you have
evolved.
a legit company, and I want 10% of your company for this much, and I'll get you this.
they want to know what your business plan is. What are your sales like currently?
They pretty much ate her alive on Shark Tank. That Mr. Wonderful guy was eating her alive. Like, what? These cakes, what? Because the problem was, it was very hard to get it out of the tin without scraping off all the frosting.
Oh, I hate that.
Because she would saran wrap them and tin them, and the tin was just as tight as the cakes.
I hate it when you take the saran wrap off and
all the
there goes all
frosting
the
is
icing.
gone. Yeah.
So I remember when we were cutting those birthday cakes, I was like, damn it! I got suckered on the price of these cakes, and all the icing just came off. And I didn't see her again, I don't think, after that. So you're saying that her website's still active?
Yeah, I'm on Daisy Cakes. It's daisykcakesdallas.com.
Oh, she's Dallas. I thought she was Georgia. Anyway, so that's the story of one of the vendors that ended up on Shark Tank, but I tried to haggle and it was a fail. And then I'm like, okay, over it. And a lot of people, and you know who's back this year for the Nutcracker goers of so many years? Paul Michael in that back right corner when you walk into Energy Center used to commandeer the entire
What's
quarter.
Paul Michael?
Paul Michael Company is all this decor. If you need ornaments, if you need decor flair, if you need ribbons, if you need garland, if
It
you
is
need
like intense, right?
it's intense. If you, I mean,
Google that.
this year he's got like different kind of animal skin rugs and things like that. I saw
did
hanging.
you see the big tree?
The huge, all ornament trees.
Yes.
Did you see those?
Yeah, I saw those, but if you go in the back, there was like a big tree. And I wanted to see the price of it, and I did it because I was like, I can't even fathom how much it is.
I didn't see that. It was green or it was all
It
lights?
was green. It was like right where the rugs were. If you walked back next aisle,
okay.
it was like right there,
I'll
and
look
it was
there.
massive.
Yeah, so it's nice that he's back because for a couple of years he was gone. He's been coming for like 40 years.
Fancy.
40 years.
Yes.
He's amazing.
Whoa.
And
Very
also,
fancy.
I'm at the
Fancy
Round Top
schmancy.
Collection, guys. Maybe we'll talk to him tomorrow. Round Top Collection they have 5 stores around Houston. They're a Houston family that had a ranch in Round Top. You know, we talk about Round Top,
yeah.
like how Kevin went. And, I went over and talked to them because I said, you guys have been coming here for a long time. How long have you guys been here? He goes, 40 years. I've been coming here 40 years. So I think it's going to be interesting. I want to ask him tomorrow about what was the first market like compared to what you're doing now?
Oh, absolutely.
Because this guy's got it down. He gives you IKEA bags when you walk in. so you can fill them because these are like all yard decor. 10 yard decor you like stick in the bushes, like cute little reindeer and snowmen and Santa Clauses and Welcome Santa and all that kind of
This stuff looks so fancy. There's a Chanel tree. I mean,
Pumlico is amazing.
Fancy.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
what
go
I'm saying.
real
It's
low
really
end,
fun
you can go
to
real
see.
high end. You know, there's
If you
really
can't
not that
afford it.
expensive. There's some stuff. Listen, I'm going to tell you, there's something for everybody at Nutcracker Market. Doesn't matter your budget. There is something for everybody, and you will find things there you will not find anywhere else. And I have learned that over the years. If you see something and you like it, you better buy it.
You have to buy it
because it's gone.
It is gone.
And
Or
you're
you're
never
going
find
to
it
forget
again.
what booth it was because Jules has one of these pair of like cookie earrings that are Christmassy. She's like, I saw them last year. I'm sure we'll see them again this year. We went to pretty much every single jewelry store in like there at the Nutcracker Market, and she couldn't find them. I'm like, you should have bought them. You should have bought them. So.
Well, I want to
you won't regret it.
Throw it to this yesterday because we had such a full day. Yesterday was National Philanthropy Day, and the AFP Greater Houston chapter hosted the awards luncheon because 104.1 KRBE was awarded the Outstanding Communications Partner, which is super flattering, and we are so happy. Texas Children's Hospital nominated us for this award for all the work that we've done, not only with them as we do a live broadcast now, going on the third year in a row this coming December to raise money in one day to see how much we could raise in one day for Texas Children's. But, you know, of course, we work with lots of different charities. If you've listened to this show, you know we put spotlights on so many different charities that maybe you never even heard of, or somebody will, we'll meet somebody who has a condition that you never even heard of, but you're not alone because now they found that there's like 7 other people in the world that have it. I mean,
I think it's one of my favorite
done.
parts of the job is the getting to meet people and the different causes that you can shed light on and the good that can come out of it.
So we're definitely excited to do Houston's Little Heroes again, our one-day radio broadcast live from Texas Children's Hospital, and we were recognized for that yesterday as the Outstanding Communications Partner by Texas Children's Hospital. I mean, we were recognized for all of our charitable efforts here at 104.1 KRBE, but because it's Texas Children's that nominated us, and we are so excited to be partnering with them again. December 5th is a Thursday. That is going to be our live broadcast day from Texas Children's Hospital. We're doing it again for one day to see how much money can we raise in one day. And of course, we've helped kids' meals and we've helped, Crime Stoppers and Gulf Coast Blood Center.
Suicide prevention.
All the different charities.
American
So
Heart
it was very
Association.
nice to be recognized yesterday. National Philanthropy Day Awards Luncheon. And we had a nice little lunch together. And then we went on to the Nutcracker Market right across the way. It wasn't too far from there.
Oh, you went straight to the Nutcracker from there?
I didn't go straight. I had to go get the kids from school.
It was
but
close.
I felt like it
I'm
was
sure
nearby.
it felt like that yesterday.
was the longest-
Long
I had
day.
never been to that venue before. What was it called? Bayou.
It's the Bayou
Center.
City Event Center.
City Event Center.
Now,
it was nice.
Don't get confused with the Bayou City. God, what's the other one called on Texas Avenue? in
Oh no,
Capitol?
it's not like the music venue.
No, not the music venue. It's the actual venue. I've hosted a charity ball up there on the second floor when the Bayou Center opened up on Texas between Texas and Capitol. That whole Bayou Place. When Bayou Place opened, that was Slick Willie's.
Oh,
now it's
okay.
an event center, and I have hosted galas there. And I was thinking, wait, are we going to the one downtown or are we going to the one by NRG? Bayou City Event Center is a really beautiful, giant space with lots of great parking. Lots of great parking. That's very important.
That is nice.
So anyway, we're going to be checking in next hour with Special K. He's going to be live at the Nutcracker Market because there are people there already in the parking lot getting ready to get their shopping
Tailgating.
on. Having their mimosas. I told you the perfect recipe for mimosa.
I love
Put some
that.
orange juice in a glass about halfway, swirl it around, dump it out, and then put some champagne in there. Perfect amount of OJ.
Just the aroma of the OJ.
Just the aroma of the OJ. All right. Coming up next, this is a question for you, Ryan, because you're going to be the male representative of this.
All righty.
We've said many times on this show, it is very hard to make friends as adults.
Yes.
There is a stat today about how many friends the average man has.
Ooh.
And I want to know if there's a man in your life or you are a man listening to this show. Are you in the average or are you going to feel real sad after this?
Oh.
Find out the number next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Back to the Roula and Ryan Show.
I think the older you get, the more difficult it becomes to make new friends. Would you not
Well,
say
we have
that's the
actually
case?
absolutely made that a blanket statement here on our show. If you are moving to a new city, like maybe you're new to Houston, you're a transplant for your job, or because you got married and that person has to move here for their job, or they're from here, it is hard to make friends as adults because a lot of people already have their friend circles. But there's a story about men in particular. The average American man has 8 friends total. Like total, you only have 8 friends. Would you say that's true or false for you, Rain Chase?
At this point in my life, probably like the kind of friend where you could pick up the phone and say, hey, let's go get a beer. I'd say that's probably true.
This is for general friends, close friends, best friends. 8.
Yeah. I'd say that's pretty close at this point in my life. I mean, I've got lots of friends, but, we're just like friends on social media.
Well,
We don't
friends
get
on Facebook
together.
don't count.
Acquaintances.
Yeah.
People that you know of, but you don't ever see.
Yeah.
I mean, I
outside
have
of.
my ride or die friends are ones that I've known since I was a kid.
33% of men are most comfortable calling their friends bro. What's up, bro?
I can't picture Ryan calling any of his
I don't
friends
call my
bro.
friends bro.
I bet you call him brother. I've heard you say that before.
Sometimes like, dude.
Hey, brother.
Bro.
Dude, what's going on?
Brother.
21% say they use homie. 6% say just my friend. Just my friend.
Yeah.
It's just my friend. Men spend an average of 4 hours connecting with friends every week. That's 94 minutes hanging out in person,
Definitely not.
52 minutes texting each other, 42 minutes talking to each other on the phone. I find that very hard to believe.
When was this study done?
And
Who talks on
right
the
now,
phone?
right now, it's from Talker Research, and 39 minutes direct messaging on social media.
No.
All right, so
Those are guys that are having affairs. Really, babe? I was DMing my friend.
no, this is an actual friend survey. Don't be bringing roses
DM'd one of my
into it.
guy friends in my life.
Yes, DMing like Sam and I DM. I'll DM somebody
I
like
just sent her
reels.
something.
We just reel all day long,
Yeah.
back and forth, back and forth. Look at
Literally.
this, laugh, laugh,
Only
laugh,
conversation.
laugh. Exactly,
Okay.
that's how we
Just-
connect.
yes.
We're just sending each other DMs. Some people say that boss, chief, champ, pal, sport, and slick are also words they use for their friends. What's up, Slick? Hey,
That
Slick.
is so
Slick? No.
odd.
What's up,
Some
Slick?
of the names that we used are no longer, in this culture can not be used anymore. Some of the slangs that we had for each other.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
That's so awkward.
No, I mean, I'm
Give
just
us an
saying.
example.
Oh, well, okay. So my best friend in the world, oldest friend, hey, what's up, Spaz? You can't say Spaz anymore. That's like not PC.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like bad words or something.
No,
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I was
why?
I'm just saying,
Other
like,
than that.
with a woke culture, you don't
Why
want
do
to.
you call
And
each
look,
other
I get
that?
it. I don't want to offend anybody. It's not that big of an inconvenience for me to change my dialogue.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's gonna hurt somebody's feelings, I don't want to be saying it.
Right. No, I get that. Not that this is about us as females, but thinking of this in terms of like my husband, my dad, maybe my younger brother. I feel like 8 is a lot.
I thought so too. Somebody said 4 to 5, more like 4 to 5
Yes.
on text.
Well, I think of
Like,
like college
This
buddies.
texter says, I only have one friend.
That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe that's like your. I always say like
If you
Jules
got
is like
one-
my
yeah.
soulmate friend that I like.
Do you remember when I
this
told
is
y'all
that
I
one
was in
soulmate.
Galveston one day and there was a wedding happening? Like we were at our friend's beach house and my friend goes, oh, look, there's a wedding happening on the beach.
Yes.
And it was 15 women, the groom, and one dude. Remember I was talking about that? And I was like, this
yeah.
guy only had one friend, like just
Yeah.
one guy. It was just
One
one
groomsman.
guy.
There's
And
nothing
it was
wrong with that.
15 women.
Look, if
she
you've
had like
got-
8 bridesmaids and it was just him and his friend.
If you've got one real true friend in this life, you're ahead of the game.
So
Yeah,
I'm never
I
I feel
agree.
bad about that.
The guys have less friends, I guess, than women. It doesn't give us a stat for
doesn't-
women. It's
okay.
only a man survey. But for the texters, they feel like 8 also is high.
Yeah.
Sam. Maybe like,
I feel like
3.
like you said, Ryan. If college, like if you're in a frat, if you're on a sporting team,
Yeah.
like I feel like that is a little bit more realistic.
Yeah, like,
but
we
once
stay in
you're
touch.
much later on in life, it's like
No, you have
Mark
kids.
doesn't have 8 friends.
You
He has a
don't
lot
have
of
time.
acquaintances, but like
Right.
not the dudes that he's talking to every single
So just
week.
Booster and
Yeah,
stuff.
and you
okay.
don't have time for that.
And his brother.
His
Like,
brother.
you
His
know,
brother. Or
when you're
coworkers.
adulting and you're raising your family,
Yeah.
you got
His friends become
things
my
to do.
friends.
And actually,
You know?
some of the best friends I've met in my life now are friends that I met because of my kids. You have not, Sam, you have not met your best friends yet because Santiago's not old enough.
Yeah, when he has little play dates.
I mean, really, it's a game changer because you just click with some parents.
Yeah,
and,
I'm sure.
and you just do. Like some of our closest friends are the ones that we met because of our children.
Now,
that are
do
in
you
the same
all
class.
get couples for? Okay, so like if Jen and I go out and we meet another couple and we're chit chatting,
Mm-hmm.
and you make friends as a couple, where it's like she'll call the woman, I'll call the dude. You can make friends that way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like you have couple friends.
Yes.
Right? The friends that were couples, but how did you originally meet that couple?
Yeah, I'm just saying,
asking you,
like if we
how
were
did
at
you
an
originally meet
event,
that couple?
say we were at like a charity event or something, and we're sitting at the same table, and we start conversing. Like, hey, this person's okay, and then we just decide, oh, let's go out and get lunch sometime.
Have
for
you actually
dinner.
done that?
Yeah, we have.
Because that's like making like vacation friends.
Yes, I feel
Like,
like
you don't
I
really
need
follow
to,
through on
yeah.
that. You're like, oh, that's nice. I met you yesterday.
Let
It's
me
great.
look at my schedule, and I was like, no. I like to make plans, and then I like to bail out on
To
plans.
flake on plans?
Yes, like I want to be.
You don't
Making
want to get that
flakes?
reputation of
You're
like,
making flakes.
constantly,
I at least
oh,
let
she's
you know.
the flaker.
I at least let you know in advance. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
very
I'd
busy.
like to be a part of this, but I'm probably not going to go.
I'm very busy. Just very busy.
I have to hang out with my dog.
Gosh,
and
my
there's
dog
like
and
a-
my baby.
Oh, that's
There's
so
like a baby
insulting.
there.
So she would rather go ahead and stay home and cuddle with her dog than, enjoy
Misty doesn't
my
cuddle.
company.
Well, yeah, but Misty's my person.
I know, that's true. She's your soulmate. Now, the texters are making me laugh so hard. This
Oh,
texter
gosh.
says, my friend circle consists of my wife, my kids, and a guy I made friends with online gaming.
Yeah, I'm
That's your friend
sure.
circle.
That's okay. Honestly, I would say my best friend in the world is, my mate. She's my
But
best
we're
friend.
not male friends, though.
Yeah.
Because we can all be our mate's best friends.
Yeah.
But, like this.
But,
so
like,
I
opposite
want
sex.
any man who only has one friend or feels like has no friends to feel better, because a lot of men are texting us. I just don't have any friends. I have like one friend, maybe. I just have my wife's friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
Eric had said that a lot too.
It's a
He
little
said when he
awkward,
moved
though.
here, it is hard to make friends, and his whole friend circle is his wife's friend circle.
But that doesn't really count because you can't just pick up the phone and call her, hey, I'm going to call one of your friends right now.
Well, he does,
Let's go out
though,
and get
actually.
lunch together.
I've done that. Like, there's one common friend that Eric's wife knows
Uh-huh.
that I know, and Eric and that guy go to lunch a lot after the show. And I've tagged along once or twice before because
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
how we connect. But, like
Yeah,
I
but
said,
if you flip the genders, like in other words, if you had a friend named Sue or something, and that's your friend, Roula, and I just decided, and then there are a couple friends, I'm not going to pick up the phone and say, hey, Sue, let's go to lunch. Oh, is Roula coming along? No, just you and me. That would be weird.
well, so are you cheating?
Yeah.
No, I mean, it would just,
Unless-
wouldn't it be weird?
Unless, no offense, Sue was a lesbian. Then it would be okay. Because like Kev and B, I will go and hang out with B, Kevin's husband, all the time, just with like B and I.
But he's not interested in
But
you
he's
in that
not.
way.
So it's totally fine.
But if he was a straight man,
That would
Mark
not.
would
That would not be
probably
okay.
have a problem with that.
Because even on Instagram, when we used to go to the beach, because Mark would be working, we'd go to the beach all the time, and Mark would like get hit up by his friends, and they're like, "Dude, what is going on with Sam? Like, why is she always like half naked with these two dudes?" And it's like, oh, that's just Kevin B.
Don't worry about them. They're safe.
It's fine.
KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Okay, so for years we've been wondering what's happening with the Astrodome. The Astrodome Conservancy unveiled its big, ambitious $1 billion plan yesterday. They call it Vision Astrodome. So here's the bottom line. I could give you the whole story about all the great things that are going to be inside of it, the 450,000 square foot of new buildings inside the Astrodome. But what's the point? Because immediately the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo and the Texans promptly rejected it.
Oh, that already happened?
They already rejected
They've
it.
already rejected it, like immediately.
Every
Like,
time
no,
there's been a plan for the dome,
Nope, they spent
somebody
years and all
kiboshes
this
it.
money, and the rodeo and the Texans are like, don't want to do it.
Well, hopefully somebody figures out something because every time there's been a plan, somebody kills it. And if the rodeo killed it for whatever reasons, or the Texans, I'd like to know the reasons because maybe we can solve
Well, there's
that
a big
problem.
article in the Chronicle about that gives all the reasons.
Well, what's one of them?
I mean, it's just they don't find it.
because clickbait.
They don't
Ryan
find
clickbait.
it financially feasible. They don't think it would generate enough money.
So, but isn't some money better than what's happening right now? Because it's zero. The number right now is $0.
yeah,
Or
it's just sitting there.
Some dollars better than
decaying.
$0.
Very.
Yeah, it's just been decaying for 20 years.
Actually, it's not decaying. That's what's a marvel about it. It's not decayed.
Well, the concrete's not.
You can absolutely turn that thing upside down and shake it like a snow
Yeah.
globe. Nothing's going to fall out of it. They have cleaned it out. The steel in there is a marvel, an
It was
engineering
built to
marvel.
last.
I'm sure
Yeah.
it
The
is.
steel of the Astrodome. I'm surprised engineers don't do field trips there. I mean, really, engineers from around the world should come from around the world should just come do field trips at the dome because
we were talking-
how they engineered it is so unbelievable.
Roula and myself and Eric, we were talking to a mutual friend that, was involved with the Astro domain. And he's saying that, look, this thing will outlast NRG. Like if
Yeah, 'cause the way
man
they
were to
built it.
disappear from the planet and those two structures are standing there, NRG would eventually fall down. The dome won't.
It's the same philosophy of people who complain about, like, well, new houses now aren't built the way they were 40 years ago. If you're living in an apartment complex that's from, the 60s or the 70s, you don't hear your neighbors. You're in an apartment complex that's built in the last 10 years, you hear everything because it's paper thin walls.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They just
Yes.
had different standards then, and they just had different qualities. Coming up next, guys, we're going to help somebody in their relationship find out if somebody's a cheater or not. It's called Roula and Ryan's Roses. Let's see what happens next on KRBE.